What's up, you guys? Aftershare Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. This is Season 9, Episode 7. Anyways, let's get into it. Just another day.
Whoa, Sam, hey, come on, let me give me a hand.
Thank you. So, General Landry briefed me on the circumstances surrounding our mystery Jaffa.
Yeah, I think I got something on that.
Pharaoh Marshall?
Yeah, you familiar with them?
They're an aeronautics firm headquartered in Bethesda. The Department of Defense is their biggest client.
Yeah, it turns out that their plant in Virginia employed about 800 residents of Edison until it closed down 6 months ago. Now, it's located just outside of town and about a mile and a half from where our dead Jaffa turned up.
Pharaoh Marshall. See what they've been up to lately. Here we go. Their chief financial officer went missing yesterday morning.
Interesting timing.
According to his wife, he left for a business meeting in Richmond, Virginia, and never came back.
Brothers and sisters, we finally have the opportunity to govern with authority and respect. Years ago, that seemed unthinkable. But now we are in a position to help others who are in need of our support and guidance.
Why should we help them?
How about because it's the right thing to do? Look, whatever your differences with the Tok'ra in the past, it's time to move on. Teal'c's right, you kicked ass, you're sitting pretty, don't get hung up on...
Outsiders are not permitted to address the council.
Never mind.
I caution you all. We have fought too long and too hard to entrust our future to the Tok'ra, or the Tauri, for that matter.
Brothers and sisters, I suggest we bring this assembly to an end. Let us consider what we've discussed and reconvene in the morning.
Very well. Teal'c, welcome back to Dakota. Your presence is sorely missed. What draws you away from your Tauri home?
A Jaffa was discovered on Earth, dead.
Oh, strange. What has that got to do with me?
He was a servant of Lord Hughes, and I assumed a follower of yours.
I don't seem to recognize him. Nor do I know what he's doing on Earth. My obligation to the council requires my presence elsewhere. I'm sure you'll understand.
This guy sucks. Why is Teal'c not in control?
He is lying to us.
No kidding.
It was about 6 months ago when he started acting strangely.
What do you mean, strangely?
Cold, distant. You've got to understand, Alex has always been incredibly focused when it comes to his job, and at first I just assumed he had a lot on his plate. But after a couple of weeks, it became clear that it was more than that. I started to suspect he might be having an affair. So I hired a private investigator and I had him followed. And
what did the investigator find out?
He did some surveillance in those first 2 days. These are the photos that he took. He asked for them back after a couple of days after he dropped the case, but I refused. I offered them to the police, but they didn't think the photos were pertinent to their investigation. My husband wasn't having an affair, but he was clearly involved in something that he wanted to keep secret.
He still refuses to speak.
The prisoner is strong.
Then we must be stronger, Yadir.
It was through instruments like this we were oppressed.
And how appropriate would it be then for it to be used to serve our cause? You will surrender your secrets. Of that, I am sure.
Colonel Carter? Charlotte Mayfield, VP here at Pharaoh Marshall. How can I help you?
Your CFO is missing.
I think we're done here. These gentlemen will show you out. You can be sure that's not the end of it.
Of course not. We've only just begun.
Okay. Okay, really? Really, TV show, did we need that? Did we need that? I don't think we did.
We've done a little digging and managed to put names to some of the faces from the photographs Sheila Jameson
Did you know that
provided.
Goa'uld is a
Stephen
Goa'uld?
Ballard, chairman of the Stargate
No way.
Consortium. This is Masato Hiro, CEO, Far East Mercantile. James Lowry and Tony Tran, president and chief financial officer, Alarath Pharmaceuticals. This one, Michael Northrup, CEO, founder of Hamel Technologies. Now, all the individuals we've managed to identify so far are major players in the areas of business and high finance. Very powerful, very influential, and in the case of these two, very missing. They went missing about 6 months ago, coincidentally around the same time we managed to destroy the Osiris ship.
You see a possible Goa'uld connection here?
Well, we already know that sometime last year the Goa'uld successfully infiltrated the Trust, and that the Trust has connections to government agencies and corporations worldwide. There's a good chance we didn't get them all.
You're telling me a member of the Jaffa High Council claims that Ball has been here on Earth for the better part of the last 9 months?
Yes, sir.
Is there any chance you may be right?
My information suggests that Ball has been hiding in the Arkiva system. He's been sighted there as recently as a week ago.
So the council member is either lying or she's a victim of bad intelligence.
Well, not all bad, sir. They knew enough to look for Ball at a trust-operated facility. If he were on Earth, that would be the best place to start.
If the Jaffa genuinely believe Ball to be on Earth, they will continue to search for him.
Well, that's obviously unacceptable. Tell the council we've begun our own investigation. If he's here, we'll find him.
It would not be in Garrick's best interest to allow that to happen.
Why?
Ball's capture would be a big moral victory as well as a huge political gain for whoever brings him in.
Should Garrick be successful, he would win the hearts of many undecided Jaffa, thereby assuring undisputed influence over the council.
So all we have to do is find Ball before they do.
Yeah, but Garrick has a head start. The fact that the company CFO went missing around the same time that the Jaffa was killed.
You think Jameson was at the plant when they came looking for Ball?
In which case, he may well have been captured.
He has revealed Ball's location and the locations of his various shelters on Earth.
You should never have invented such an effective means of torture.
Oh dear, that looks interesting, doesn't it?
Come on. Yes.
Where is the false god, Ball?
We've been compromised.
They're 5 floors above us.
I know. We're leaving.
So?
These offices were a war zone. Staff weapons versus semi-automatics.
Who won?
Hard to say. There was no bodies and all the security footage was missing.
Witnesses?
One, some guy who was working overtime, spent most of the firefight under his desk, but was able to provide a description of 3 individuals. Big, tattooed, chainmail pants.
So it's either our Jaffa or Kiss is back on tour.
I have something to show you. We just received this.
Although it's a far cry from some of the better worlds I've conquered in my days, this planet is not without its charm.
That's,
In retrospect, I'm actually glad we never succeeded in destroying it. That said, Earth is not without its drawbacks. The foremost being an alarming lack of privacy. My ships have been seized, my armies vanquished. I no longer present a threat to this galaxy. All I ask is to be left alone without having to worry about you, the Jaffa, or any of my former enemies coming after me. So, I'd like to offer the following deal. Allow me to live out the rest of my days here on Earth in peace, without interference. In exchange for my, freedom, I will follow your laws. You will never have cause to fear me again. I hope we can put the past behind us. I certainly have no desire to harm you or anyone else on this world. That said, you should know that I've placed a Naquita bomb somewhere in the United States. Consider it a precautionary measure. If another attempt is made to capture me, I promise you the consequences will be most dire.
Well, that's not a deal, it's a threat.
Of all the retirement destinations he could choose, he has to pick our planet.
We have teams outfitted with
America,
Naquita detectors in several major urban centers, but there's no way we can cover the whole country.
The Prometheus has instruments which can detect Naquita from Earth,
You know,
does it not?
Yes,
maybe
but so
we
far
should
the
send
scans
him
have
to
come
New
up
Zealand.
empty.
He might
So it could be a
feel a
bluff.
little bit more
Or Ball
comfortable
may have
there.
found a way to shield the bomb from our sensor.
Bluffing or not, he's still a
You know,
threat.
that's
That's the
where
fact
his
that head of the
accent
trust
is from.
operations, he has the resources and capabilities to do a lot of damage, Naquita bomb or not.
So problem number 1, how do we find him? Problem number 2, how do we take him out without inflicting collateral damage?
Good point.
Probably like
Ball's
it.
probably surrounded by security, no doubt most of them human, with no knowledge of his true identity. If we go after him, we risk injuring innocent people.
Not if we use the symbiote poison the Tok'ra developed. We already know it won't harm human physiology.
Which leaves us with problem number one.
The NID is running surveillance on the individuals identified in the photographs with Jameson. Hopefully, eventually, one of them will lead us to Ball.
Of equal concern are Garrick's Jaffa. We have no control over them. If they decide to move on Ball, Earth will face Ball's full reprisal.
And I'm guessing those Jaffa aren't exactly kicking it back at the local Denny's. Plus, isn't it a long, stinky ride from Dakar in a cargo ship?
Indeed.
Maybe they are
It is
Denny's.
more likely that
Maybe
Garrick
they
has a
just want
mothership
to
somewhere in the vicinity of Earth.
enjoy the fear hole.
Well, if the Prometheus was going to detect the Naquadah from orbit, it would have done it by now.
All right.
Does anyone get that
I'll
reference?
send them out to look for the mothership. Colonel Mitchell, I want you and Tilk on board.
Hey, wait up.
What? What's the difference? Stick it to his forehead.
All right. That's better.
What's the difference? Like, I get that that was like them all accepting that they're part of SG-1 again. Cool, cool. But what's the difference?
Agent Barrett, thanks for the lift.
Well, I couldn't exactly have you guys catching a cab to the stakeout now, could I?
So what's the latest?
Well, one of our agents following the Jameson lead spotted an individual matching Ball's description at the Gilbride Hotel on 5th Street about an hour ago. Looks like we got him.
You know, it's possible what we're looking for isn't even out there.
It is possible, but unlikely. If Garrick believed Ball to be on Earth, he would undoubtedly establish a base of operations in planetary orbit.
Great, so where is it?
Hiding in plain sight.
What was that?
Colonel Pendergast, plot a course for the far side of the moon.
How have you been?
Pretty good. You?
Yeah, pretty good. Can't complain. What's new?
Yeah, had a kid.
Let's see. I was leading R&D for a while there.
Well, I never figured you the type to settle for a desk job.
I needed something with more flexible hours. Janet's adopted daughter, Cassie, was going through a hard time.
Oh, I see.
Spent some time on the Prometheus, away on deep space reconnaissance. Oh, helped stop a dangerous new enemy from getting a foothold in the galaxy.
Cassie
Yes.
now?
Yeah, I heard about that. How's Pete?
We broke up.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it was the best thing for both of us.
So you're single again?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Sir, I'm picking up a large energy signature. Sir, we're receiving a communication from the mothership.
Let's see it.
Withdraw, or we will be forced to defend ourselves.
Sorry, we're not going anywhere.
Come on, where are they?
Abort. All agents aboard.
What's going on?
He's not inside. If we move now, we risk compromising the operation.
But he was inside.
Barrett, you better be damn sure about this.
We're sure. Let them go and come to the van.
Sam?
It wasn't him.
How do you know?
Because he can't be in two places at once. Ball is across town right now doing a live television interview.
What?
Thank you. That's a very good question. No doubt, most of you have never heard of me before today. Well, I can assure you that over the next few months, you will all get to know me very well. And I look forward to it.
Look, we know why you're here.
Then you also know that I have no choice but to maintain my present position.
Okay, FYI, we're not gonna let you put any more men on the planet's surface.
If you fire on our ship, we will defend ourselves.
Yatir, hear me. You and your Jaffa are at a disadvantage, knowing neither territory nor its inhabitants. Allow us to assist you in apprehending Ball. We can both lay claim to his capture. Then all Jaffa can declare freedom and celebrate as one.
I am afraid we are past the point where our differences can be settled so readily. I'm sorry, Teal.
The Jaffa are so
Meanwhile,
annoying.
they still got boots on the ground.
Nothing we can do about that.
They're so annoying.
Perhaps we can.
Can how?
By forcing Garrick's hand.
No matter how far we must travel, no matter how long it will take, our former enemies must pay for their crimes. This I promise you, and we will destroy them. Not only just in memory of those who have fallen, but in honor of those who survived to enjoy their freedom.
You speak of honor, Garrick. Yet you disrespect this council by dishonoring it with your lies.
I have not lied to this council. It is you that I have purposely misled, for fear that your commitment to the cause is suspect.
Even as we speak, Garrick's followers are hunting Ball on Earth.
Of this we are well aware.
I had wished to inform the Council sooner, but I dared not, for fear that elements sympathetic to the Tauri would learn about Baal's whereabouts.
You dare question my loyalty?
Your loyalty is not under question, Teal'c. You have done more than anyone to help secure our freedom, and for that we are ever grateful. However, your allegiance to the Tauri presents you with a difficult dilemma.
Even as we speak, the Tauri ships prevent us from pursuing the enemy.
As you have said, Kal-El, I accomplished much in our long struggle against our former oppressors, but only because of the support of the Tauri. Their commitment was as unwavering as my own. And now you would repay them by surreptitiously stealing upon their world, putting their people, to say nothing of the Stargate program, at risk. They are our allies. Rather than dishonor them by trespassing onto their world, respect them enough to tell them the truth. Ask for their assistance in capturing Baal. They will help us.
But, will they?
They are as determined to have Baal answer for his crimes as are we.
But if they succeed...
Then he will be brought before this council where he will face his proper punishment. You have my word.
What the hell are you thinking? Ain't no guarantee the U.S. government is going to give them Baal.
It was only to give Garrick pause before his next attack against Baal on Earth. Even so, it may have only gained a brief respite.
What's news?
Stargate Command intends to attack.
How can you be certain?
The humans that set up the Trust were in a position to infiltrate much of the secure communications network employed by this government.
How clever of them.
You got something else for me, Walter?
Yes, sir. We just got this sent to us.
You have chosen not to heed my warning, so forced my hand. There is a bomb in the Halcyon Tower in downtown Seattle. It will detonate at exactly 1:30 p.m. local time. Call off your strike on my location, and I will defuse the device. Defy me, and this will be just the first of many such demonstrations.
45 minutes.
Agent Barrett, have your men tighten their perimeter around the compound. No one in or out. Daniel, once the missile hits, you'll have to go in and make sure we have a confirmed kill.
Where are you gonna be?
Seattle.
How the hell are you gonna get there? Prometheus. Beats flying coach? Colonel Carter.
Have you located the bomb?
Gosh, people just seeing fucking...
drives and destroy the
They're just
equipment.
flying everywhere. People gotta see these things.
They found us.
Time to go. Doesn't make any sense. It's like there's an aqua everywhere.
How old is this building?
One's brand new. It just went up last month.
Give me a secure line to Stargate Command now.
Just went up last month. How do you build something in like so I don't know.
Readings indicate the entire superstructure of the building is laced with naquita. It was built that way. Baal's been planning this for a long time.
I'm not sure I understand, Colonel.
The bomb isn't in the building, sir. The bomb is the building.
I'll contact Prometheus, have them beam you and your team out of there. Wait, that's it, Prometheus. Sergeant.
Sir.
Patch me through to Colonel Pendergast.
Cam, what can I do for you?
I need a little help moving.
Where did it go? What? Really?
It worked.
It can move
Building
something that
detonated at a
big?
safe distance.
What the hell?
I've got Dr. Jackson.
What's happening out there, Doctor?
I'm sorry to report, sir. It looks like Baal escaped.
The old ways will no longer serve us. Garrick's ways are not the ways of the future. How dare you step foot in this council chamber?
Why should I pause to return? Tell me, Teal'c.
Because you disregarded my warnings. Because your rash actions not only allowed Baal to escape, but caused the lives of many of our brothers.
They did not die in vain.
Captured him. I thought so.
My rash actions were necessary, I'm sure you'll agree. Yes, you may muse about what might have been. The fact remains, it was my men who captured Baal.
Enjoy your short-lived taste of freedom. You were born slaves, and slaves you will die.
Baal did not escape. He was captured by Garrick's forces.
Well, yes and no.
He was dragged into the council chamber and executed before my very eyes. There is no doubt.
Teal'c, we secured Ball's compound and searched the premises. In the basement, we discovered a lab containing equipment and data related to genetic replication.
It's very possible the Ball you saw die in Dakara is just a clone. The real Ball could still be out there.
Of course.
Hey, where are you going?
To take a much-needed rest.
Don't you think you should go back
In a
to
way,
the
that's
car
kind
and
of a win for him.
let those Jaffa know the truth?
No. To reveal this at this time would seem little more than an attempt to tarnish Garrick's hard-fought victory.
It's the truth.
Regardless, they will not listen. For the time being, their hearts belong to Garrick.
At present, there are more questions than answers in the events surrounding the gas line explosion that claimed the Halcyon Tower in downtown Seattle. What we do know so far is that at approximately 12:45 this afternoon, emergency crews were dispatched to the scene. An evacuation order was given, and the building and surrounding areas were evacuated. 2 hours later, when reporters were permitted to return to the area,
he is one of the more
all that
interesting
remained was a heap of rubble. Surrounded as it was by taller
there's like
high-rises,
several of them in
there
here.
were no eyewitnesses to the building's destruction.
Think I'll turn in. We have a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
Careful with cloning, you might turn out to look like the Asgard. Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was Stargate SG-1 Season 9, Episode 7. Oh my gosh! VLC has like a little icon, like with a little Santa hat at the moment. I just noticed that. Right, yeah, so, the Jaffa are really annoying. Do you agree? I think you do. They're very annoying. But you know what? Baal's an interesting villain. I think he's fun. Yeah. What'd you guys think? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.